Dear friend, welcome to today's dance practice dedicated to the new moon, or the dark moon as it is sometimes preferred, a time of introspection and new beginnings. And often it's said that like the tides, the new moon really draws our emotions up to the surface and heightens our sensations. So I feel like it's a good day to get in our bodies. We're going to start on the ground. So bring yourself down to the earth, supporting your back and planting your feet. And let's just bring our hands above our body and warm up our palms. Rub your hands together. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And let's just cover our eyes and notice your breath. See your breath as a wave in the ocean. And releasing our hands, we're going to place our hands right under our cheekbones and explore the idea of opening your jaw, opening your mouth wide and closing your mouth a few times, just opening and releasing and massaging into the space under your cheekbones, maybe around your ears. I'm going to interlace my fingers, take my head in my hands and lift the weight in my head, as well as release the weight in my head. Lifting and releasing while freeing up my chin. Creating more space at the back side of my head. Softening my neck, the cervical spine. And placing your head back on the ground and your arms at your sides. Closing your eyes for a moment and letting the mind of your eye travel down to the joints of your wrists, where you see this dark space in each joint of each wrist. Dark, deep spaces opening, creating an energy that is appearing, spinning, giving life to a circling motion, a circling movement in the depths of the joints of your wrists. And in your own time, explore that darkness and that movement, that circling motion. Explore and move. Begin to play with what kind of movement happens in the depth of this darkness of each joint of the wrist. In this energy, this circling motion. Circling in each direction, moving your arms in the space around you. And see that dark space in the hands and the fingers. Where that Circling movement is appearing in the depth of that darkness. And move that, explore that. And let your mind's eye travel down to the joints of your ankles, into the darkness of the joints of your ankles, where an energy appears, creating a circular motion in the depth of the darkness of each ankle. And stay with that, play with that, move that. See it traveling into your feet and the bones of the toes of each foot. Move that space, or move 2 or 3 spaces at the same time. And see that traveling into the joints of your knees, and in the depth of the darkness of the joints of your knees, you see that energy appearing, circling, spinning, movement, motion in the darkness of each joint of each knee. And let that travel into the joints of your elbows. And see the darkness in each joint of each elbow. See the energy. See the circling motion appearing in that energy, in that darkness of the joints of your elbows. Let that circling motion in the joints of your elbows do the work for you. Let it move you. Move one space or a few spaces at the same time. see that traveling into your hips, down into the darkness of each hip, into the energy of the darkness of each hip, circling. Movement appears, that moves and opens and plays with that depth that is available in the darkness of the joints of your hips. And let that travel up into your shoulders. Circling motion in the joints of your shoulders, in the darkness. And let that movement take you up to your feet, standing into your space above the earth. And drop that into your spine. Let that darkness expand and travel into the lower spine. And feel that sensation, that circling motion in your lower spine. Let it travel into the mid-spine. Into the upper spine, circling motion. And let that travel finally into the ribs of your upper body. Really see that darkness expanding in your ribs, that circling movement in the ribs. Let that do the work for you. Let that move you from the inside out, and move one space or a few spaces at the same time. And see if you could connect to your space a bit, see your space, and let that circling motion move you in your intimate space around. Find the pleasure. And we're gonna be here for another 2 minutes. I'm just gonna let you move 1 or 2 or 3 spaces at the same time as you like. Really feel that the movement is working for you. It's moving you. And let's take this last minute to work in silence, to really amplify what you're feeling, what you're discovering. Amplify and find a way to really share that pleasure, land in that pleasure. You can drop the effort 20% and really just exprimir, squeeze out of every cell of your body that dance created from that darkness, that energy, that circling motion. How does it make you breathe? Amplify that. And let's slowly find a way or a place to let it go, to let your dance go. Beautiful. Yes. Landing with your weight equally on each foot, coming into stillness, releasing, surrendering your dance, staying with the sensation in your body. Letting your heartbeat race back to its natural state. And just release that dance and surrender to your breath. And together, let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Again, deep breath in, deep breath out. Last time, together. Opening your eyes if they're closed. Thanking your body for the connection that's been made. And thank you for showing up and really diving into this beautiful practice.